I'm good. I'm good. It's been a long.
It's been a long day.
It's good. It's a good way.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you took time out of your busy schedule to join us here on the Beat Break Radio Show. Your schedule was crazy. This morning you was on B103 with Frank Wanda.
How about that?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So what happened to you? Like, what did you do after you left B103?
Oh wow. Oh man, I don't.
I know you're not gonna say that.
It's been nonstop, man. I tried to lay down. I'm on like, between 4 and 5 hours sleep in the last couple of days. It's just nonstop. And so I thought there was like a window. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get 2 hours right around here. And then, but the calls kept coming in, so I think I laid down in the bed for about 5 minutes, and then the calls, the emails, and I had to put this fire out, do this. So it's so much stuff, dude. It's just nonstop, but it's in a good way. You know what I'm saying? You ask for it, and then you work for it, and then you're like, oh. So it all just comes at once, like the universe just drop it out of a truck on you, bam, pallet.
The documentary is outstanding. I took the liberty, including Glenn Chapman, so Love 8:60 a.m. as well. We took the opportunity to go out and check out the private screening of the documentary Ghetto Physics at the Midtown Arts Center not too long ago. Even your partner, my boy, Stickman of Dead Press was out there representing us, so we're going to try to bring him into the conversation momentarily.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we couldn't get him in the studio, so he's going to try to call in and show some love.
Wow.
Yeah, you know how we do it. This is real radio.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Real radio. Ghetto Physics, let's talk about it, man. Revolutionary documentary, like I said, you had KRS-One, Congresswoman Cynthia McKinley. You also had the man behind TV sitcoms such as Good Times, The Jeffersons. Who else? Dr. Cornel West was in there as well.
Yep.
Everybody's trying to figure out, how did you get Dr. Cornel West to appear in the documentary? He was dropping some serious knowledge.
Oh yeah. Like if you see the whole interview, we'll have to put the outtakes, or just like chunks of the whole interview, and when we do the outtakes or whatever, and special features and stuff like that when the DVD comes out. But it was pretty incredible. We did that at Princeton, and we went through everything with the conversation. The politics, economics, theology, issues on race, the nature of that, and language, exploration of that, and who creates whose rules and that. So he's in it. Then we got some Ice-T, Too Short, KRS. Yeah.
I don't know why I forgot to mention Ice-T and Too Short.
Yeah.
Shame on me.
We're going to have to drag you in the back.
But of course, Ice-T and Too Short is in the documentary as well. A lot of people are in the documentary too. I especially like the female actress. I don't know her name, but she was the female student in your class. She's the one who had the smart mouth.
Sabrina Revelle.
Shout out to her, man. She did an amazing job.
Yeah, isn't she hot? Yeah. She's beautiful. Yeah, she's hot, and she's she's a focused professional.
Okay. So before we talk a little bit more about Ghetto Physics, how did you get into filmmaking?
Really, I had background in music production, and I'm a musician, and so you got the experience with that. You're already dealing with production scenarios and stuff like that, and being around equipment, and writers, and artists, and engineers, and all that. So you already run like how the scenarios go from like a vision to putting it together and putting a project together, and get the technical people involved, with the business people involved, with the artistic people, and all that. So I was familiar with all that, but of course, branching it over, then there's whole with film is dealing with different mediums. So of course, recording on film or hard, some of the hardest recorded cameras now or whatever. But you're doing certain stuff on tape. Just you're learning about, you're capturing visual and audio now instead of just capturing audio. And but it's just a whole nother realm, because what happens. I did some acting, but then I was also dealing with, that was my first acting experience, but really real acting experience. But I was around other like actors.
Right.
And like, there's a lot to that process, and you have to understand how to work with their process and get them channeled or whatever and get them on board with the whole concept, stuff like that. So, I came out of that, and I had a book. I had a swing with the book. It's an adaptation of a book that I wrote in 2002, self-published and released 2003. So, I came out of music. I wrote the book, and then just Michael Moore was doing his thing around 2004, and the documentary genre was kind of breaking ground and stuff like that. So the thoughts started coming about.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Ghetto physics. Will the real pimps and prostitutes please stand up? I have to say prostitutes because of the nature of the station, but that's basically the theme of the documentary. Go into more detail for those who are just anxious to check out this documentary. Go into more detail about the project.
Well, it's an adaptation of my book. Will the real pimps and H's, not prostitute, but the same thing. Just the colloquial. And so anyway, that's what the original book title is. Will the real pimps and H's please stand up? Peeping the multi-level global game.
Right.
And so it's it's actually based on archetypal exploration, and that's in mythology. You have the primary roles, and that show up in everybody's mythology, and the kings and the queens and the warrior figures and the heroes and the villains and all that. And so I was talking about, I was noticing in urban culture, you got the pimp hoe, the way.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I have to watch this thing. It's so controversial, and the language is so controversial. I got some radio stations I can say the titles.
Let me tell you how controversial this documentary is. Blue, you've seen the movie Zeitgeist, right?
Yeah.
John Perkins is also in the documentary.
Okay, I gotta see it.
Yeah.
I gotta see it anyway because I like what it's about already. Things I already talk about. So.
Yeah. So Perkins, he'll tell you how they take your whole country without a military,
Oh, they don't.
with the loans and all that, and just get the corrupt people to sign off on them, and from the World Bank, and the people inherit the debt and never get the money, goes to American corporations. So, with the real pimps and H's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out from South Central, so that's why
South Central LA.
Yeah. The film's very controversial, so. Don't trip off on me, but I just language-wise, I go, because of the nature of the game, right? So you have whatever the sponsorship or the ownership of various stations, like this wonderful station here that I'm able to come on because they have created a format and structure, but, certain languages not allowed. But so that's what I'm saying. But this is where I come from the heart. I'm like, this is my experience. So I'm out from South Central LA. So, to get down is, will the real pimps and H's please stand up? But, that's street language code. I want it to be raw because it's talking about raw power dynamics in the social power game, in civilization, in the world of power, politics, economics, theology. It's raw interaction. People want to look